This is Michele Zaragoza, team leader, California Premier, and I probably went to wrong today. Victor, thank you again. It's sad that you get caught, so I'll tell you that. That's very sad if you get caught calling people that you should not be calling, okay? So let's make sure you are doing the TCPA. You need to make sure you are doing this. It's important that you are doing the do not call list. Even as team leaders, we have to make sure we're doing that. All under wrong way.
Hi guys.
There we go. Okay. 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 Am I going the wrong way? Okay.
Tell me something good.
Well, I just shared with you we had an amazing ALC clinic yesterday. Amazing. And the ALC is the top 20%. And tell the lights at home. The ALC is the top 20% who get invited to be on the ALC and Agent Leadership Council. And we just mastermind the whole day about productivity, profitability, growth, and culture. And as you can see, I'm a little bit tired. I can't even talk. Huh, Barb? It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Oh, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
It was both days were a lot of fun. I don't know if you mentioned bold. I didn't hear that part. But yes, yesterday at ALC was great. Very we have a very enthusiastic group that wants to help lead the market center. So it's exciting.
It is exciting. And the ALC, it's about them first and then the market center, right? So it's the domino effect, or as John Maxwell would say, the lid. But it's something else that he says. Anybody help me there? Oh my gosh, I guess I'm tired. Yeah, but it's the lid, right? So anybody lid. No. Hold on,
I forgot.
Yeah, I'm trying to raise the lid. Hey ladies. So you're only going to grow as far as your lid, right? So let's E to P. Go ahead.
Leadership ability is the lid that determines a person's level of effect.
The law of the lid.
Law of the lid.
Law of the lid. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you. I was like, just give me something. So basically, so if you want to go E to P, right? So we're going totally off base, but this is fun. E is being, entrepreneurial, and P is purposeful. And P, when you start becoming purposeful and you start pushing your lid, you start pushing through your ceiling. And it's the law of the lid. And I have to tell you, the ALC it's going to be amazing this year. I'm so proud of them. All right. Anybody else on top of
Tell me something good.
Flip through the next page. There we go. Tell me something. Did you get a listing?
Okay, so anytime.
I can't hear you, so talk loud.
Okay. I have a buyer appointment tomorrow, and then I also have one of my rental properties is hopefully going to be fully leased tomorrow. So
Good.
back to back, a tenant and the buyer.
Congratulations. Tell us about your land deal too. Something's going on there.
So I had a land in El Dorado Hills. It was 3 acres. My client wanted to hopefully sell it for about $1 million. So he was just over the top there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to move forward because he didn't like the price I was able to pull up for him, which was a little under 500. I went, okay, that's all right. But now he's thinking of building on it. So with the investors, I have him getting him in contact to see how we can build on
Good.
it.
Wow.
Once we
Good.
build it, sell the home. So we'll see how that goes.
Good. But you know what was nice is that you didn't go in there saying, okay, we'll go ahead and price it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
people do that. And it just sits there. And I really thought we were in the business of selling homes, and moving people into homes. So if you are walking in as the educator, knowing what you know, and you tell them, and you show proof.
Yeah.
You go back 6 months, a year, you can go back the sales price, you can go back how the interest rates were, all of that.
He actually, his family has 5 properties in El Dorado Hills. So he gave me another one. He wants me to try to.
Hello?
So I was like, okay,
How'd you meet
that's
him?
a different one. At Lowe's, he was a customer.
So it is good to have those players. I love it. That is awesome. Thank you.
I'll kill the guy.
Anybody else want to share something good? You went to
I went to the
business
business.
planning clinic.
It was
How was
great.
that?
It was great. We went through just everything, like financials and,
He's amazing.
yeah, it was really great meeting.
So when you go to classes like that, and James Shaw was the presenter, and James Shaw has, you guys go on Pivot Shift Ahead on Facebook and become a member. And there's over 200,000 agents on there, and probably affiliates. And one of my agents actually came up with something so smart last year, and you never want to say, just so you know, because I will make sure everybody knows. And I did, and I asked for the microphone, and I said, "Share what you just shared with us." And she did, and then she was on Pivot Shift Ahead, which is huge,
Right.
because she's from Modesto, California, and guess what? Whoever has a buyer or sell, who are they going to refer it to? The gal that helped them get listings.
Right.
You know, she was all over the world. You know, it was amazing. And her name was Chrissy Miller.
It was really great just to like write down, some of my goals seem like so unattainable, but then breaking them down into
Chunk it down.
it just made it seem like, okay, well, if I stick to this, they're totally attainable.
You learned the how to break everything down to achieve what you
Because
want.
I never do that. I'm like, oh, here's where I want to be, figure it out.
So typically, because you said some words in there that if I was coaching, I would say, you would be saying, hang tight, right? Because what's standing in your way? Yeah, it usually is you, right? It's usually the person that's standing in our way. So if somebody's saying, you know, the market's slow, da, 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 da. I always ask, so when's the last time you went to a team meeting? When's the last time you went to a class? You know, are you all in? Are you playing all in? What are you doing? You know, and typically they haven't been. And so it's not the market, it's usually them, right? Okay, so these are our belief systems. And right now we are on customer because we're God family business. We already went over win-win integrity. Now we're at customers. Customers always come first. What does that say to you? What does that mean to you? And how does that resonate with you? Who wants to go? Anybody can chime in. How does that resonate with you? Customers always come first.
Getting to know them and what they need.
Right. We're a relationship business.
Right.
We are definitely a relationship business. And we need to work together as a team. Right. And sometimes we may not appreciate how it's coming across, but if you ask good questions, you'll probably be able to figure it out, right? So it's kind of a see first to understand sometimes. And customers always come first, as in Ritz-Carlton theory, right? We were talking about that yesterday, and it's important to remember that you're just going so fast on that keyboard. He's just like Jim. He's not even listening. You won $1,000. I was having fun. Sorry, Bert went over here. So anyway, so it's a Ritz-Carlton theory. You really want to make sure that you're giving that type of customer service. Let it be an affiliate, let it be agent, let it be a team leader, let it be our marketing department, let it be our transaction coordinators. So we need to make sure. So customers always come first. Anybody want to chime in there? Hara, Barb, Kamar. Customers always come first. What's that mean to you?
Well, I believe that this is we work with people. It's a relationship business, and we're not always going to get paid at that moment for whatever we've done. But as long as you help someone, they're going to remember it, and they will come back to you. Just like kind of like the example John just gave, where he said that the lamb didn't work out, but they have someone else for him because he was offering value.
Right, you were offering value. Yeah, very good, very, very good. You help me with an agent getting her his something in command, and you went out of your way to help them, and hopefully, you know, that they're going to use you for the next deal. That's the way it goes, right? So it's coming from abundance instead of coming from scarcity. All right. Just closed this last week. We had Eduardo won, Eric, Jenny Grimes, Laura won, Susie Dunning won, and Sherry too. So this is really cool. We can look at this. Sherry Aguilar is from our, I always have to think of the sausage, Lawford over in Lodi. So Sherry and Jenny, agents that we just brought on a couple months ago. Eric we brought on in May. Laura is always killing it. She's always our #1 gal there. Susie we just brought on in June probably. Eduardo won. So this is really, really cool, you guys. I like seeing this. Good stuff. Anybody have a listing? You've already talked about one coming up. Anybody? Anybody out there listing?
I have a listing I need to get sold, and anyone can advertise it if they'd like to. It's, you might want to write it down, but it's 5232 Quashnet Road in Stockton. And you're all welcome to post it on social media. Actually, I'll put the address in the chat. I don't know if
Awesome.
that's help you.
Is that the one, Barbara, is that the one with the koi pond?
Yes.
It is, yes. You'll need to get it sold.
Yes,
So
yes.
please feel free to advertise it.
So, and what she's saying, advertise it, you can actually get a hold of Vince and he can show you how to advertise it on command. And it's a Facebook ad that will allow you to get more leads. Okay, so, and that's another way of lead generating by doing Facebook ads. So remember that when we start doing our GPS. That was answer number one. Okay, what is this? Ignite is back Monday and Wednesdays, 3:30 to 5. You guys, this isn't just for new agents, it's also for veterans who need a little brush up, right? And Barb, you've been getting a good 10 people coming to this, correct? Roughly, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's from database, and it's agents, it's not just the productivity coaches teaching, it's agents also teaching who are in the business and doing really, really well. So you should be going to this. If you're not going to this, that means you must be killing it. I'm really proud of you. Okay, so in other words, if you're not doing 10 transactions, you should be going to this. Ignite. Okay, regional events. We have Bold that has already started. Barbara signed up, Tiara signed up, Jonathan will be signing up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good, awesome. Marissa signed up, I signed up, because you were at the other class. And there's a bunch of us who have signed up in this class. I wasn't going to sign up, I'll be very honest with you. I was sending the team and he was so good that I ended up signing up. So yeah, I signed up, so I'll be going.
He is offering another free session for the Bold Day 2. Check your email, but I did see that come across. So there's one more opportunity.
Anybody can come. Anybody can come, any affiliate can come. If you want to push your ceiling, you could come as well. Yeah, knowledge is power. And we always come from abundance. Family reunion, I've already signed up, I already owned my ticket. And my flight and my room. Hope you guys are going. GPS, here we go. All right, we're gonna start. So do you guys want to do this for yourselves too? It's just goals, right? Of course. It's fun. Do it. Now let's try it. I love goals. Well, let's put it this way. If I'm gonna, you guys get to share. Wait, did I actually pass out one? You have the answers? Those were yours. Yeah, those were mine. I need those. You go. Oh. Cheat sheets. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so it used to be called 135, but something must have occurred, right? We're talking like stuff, probably the iPad. Maybe not. Since it's smaller, maybe I don't. I can do this. Yeah, we'll do it this way and see where it goes. Okay, so when you're looking at this, the one, right, is the goal. It could be the goal for 2024. It could be the goal for the last quarter. So we could do for you guys like how many escrows are going to be opened up at the title company, or how many inspections or houses you need to do, or for us it's like how many listings you're going to take, right? Because if you do it that way, we could break it down and chunk it down, right? So if we say listings, typically let's say transactions, 25 transactions, okay? And then that would be the goal. And the priority one would be listing site, okay? And then priority two would be buy side, okay? And then priority three, I like to always think of it as who do I need to know? Who do I need to become, right? How am I showing up as the best version of me? So in other words, what do I need to read? Work, what classes do I need to take? Am I going to my PC classes, right? Am I showing up to the success classes? Am I reading the MREA book like I should be, right? So, you know, and then sometimes it's who's the who, because we're missing somebody in our world, right? So it could be if you need to hire an assistant or, you know, a VA or an ISA. So priority 3 is really focused on you and what you need to do and what actions you need to take. Okay, so let's go back to priority 1 and start with strategies. So with listings, and you all can chime in. Kamar, you can chime in as well, my friend. Priority 1 is listings. Okay, so where are you getting listings right now? Where, and anybody can chime in. Where are you getting listings right now?
Or sphere.
Sphere of influence. Okay, so what I like to do is put strategy 1 sphere. Okay, and then flip it over, because this is going to be like an activity. What are you doing for the sphere? What are you doing? Are they, you know, we could say we're getting listings from a sphere. Okay, let's really, really dig down. Let's make it tangible. What are you doing? Are you putting them on a campaign in command? You know, are you being really, really strategic with it? Are you, when you get a referral, are you sending them a thank you? Are you doing pop buys for them, right? Are you doing, you know, Halloween's coming up, right? So there's different things you could be doing. You could be dropping off little pumpkins to your, you know, your top 50, right? And just getting your face in front of them, your name in front of them. How else, for strategy number 2, how else can you be getting another listing? What would be next?
Social media.
Social media is key right now. Social media is key. And what are you doing for social media, right? And how often are you posting? And you really need to get detailed on that. You need to put dates on there, like how often, you know, are you going to be doing a reel, or how often are you going to do a post, or what kind of post are you going to do? Are you going to do just listed, just sold, or are you just going to talk about the market? You know, it's all about value. What value are you going to be bringing the Facebook customers?
Also
Right.
reaching out to them through Messenger and engaging.
I can tell you how many agents I've hired through Facebook Messenger. Yeah, it's so important. So yeah, Facebook Messenger. Who are you going to message, right? So there's another strategy is doing a CMA a day. So you can do a CMA to your farm area or even to your sphere. Do a CMA a day. So as most of you guys know, I coach as well. And I have the agents doing a CMA a day. And 2 of them last week got a listing because of it.
Wow.
And they were so scared to even start this. I had to like push them and encourage them. And they say that, oh, I'm going to start on this date. So I encourage you to put a date of when you're going to start doing the CMAs and hold yourself accountable. And if you can't hold yourself accountable, find somebody in your sphere to hold yourself accountable. So if you need me to do it, call me, you text me, and I will hold you accountable. And you got to be prepared, because I will be holding you accountable if you really want me to do it. Okay. Another way is actually texting your database, right? You could text your database and just say, hey, you could talk about, you know, you could check in with them about their warranty that you sold them when you sold their house and see how things are going. So a lot of people are afraid to go back and talk to their database because they haven't talked to them in so long. You know, they haven't chatted it up with them. And that's okay, I get it. But the thing is, if you're bringing value and if you're being real with them and saying, hey, it's been a while, but I'm just checking in with you. I care. You know, it was a really crazy market not too long ago. So now I'm able to pause and I just want to see how you're doing. How, you know, is your warranty still up to date? You know, is there something going on that maybe I can support you with? You know, some people will be talking about how they're doing this with their home, and you might be able to say, oh, I know an inspector. Oh, or I know somebody who can help you with the title or what have you, because you have a lot of the knowledge and you're building that relationship.
Even if you don't have, or you're a newer agent and you haven't closed listings, if you know a homeowner, call them and still check on their home warranties. I'm a home warranty. I didn't have one, but guess what? I wish I would have. And I didn't even think I could get one after I had let it expire, right? So there's things that they don't know that you can educate them on to help them.
Totally. And you need to start like organizing your database, right? When you start organizing your database, you'll get more familiar with your sphere and your priority, you know, A, B, and C, because you're contacting them. You want to make sure you add notes in each of the contacts, right? And you want to make sure you organize them with tags and custom tags as well. Because that way you'll know how to pull them up and you know how to address them. I would encourage you to upload to command the list of contacts on your phone. You know, and if when you set up an appointment with Vince can show you how to do that. It can happen. You know, we have so much support and people aren't utilizing it.
Right.
You know, so you really, really need to utilize it. Anybody have any questions up there in Zoom land or comments? No. Okay.
I have a question.
Please.
Is there any training coming up for how to navigate command?
A matter of fact, there is. I don't know the date. It wasn't on my screens, darn it. Vince actually did a live in our Facebook group over the weekend.
He's gonna start a program. I think it starts on the 14th, I want to say. I'll find it. I'll let you know.
And
Okay.
then also
Thanks,
every other Monday and every other Wednesday, there's a Zoom with Zach. He's our regional tech director. It's on the calendar. I'm almost positive it's on our calendar, on our hub. And we'll check on that as well. Barbara, you can just check too, to see if it's there. Or you can text me and I can send it to you. But there's a link right there. Today is Thursday, so it's not today, but so it's gonna be either Monday or Wednesday of next week for command. You know,
Got it.
it will, yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Oh yeah, my pleasure. Good question too, because that's a lot of people, me included. If somebody would have told me 14 years ago this company was gonna be all technology, I thought you're talking to the wrong chick, man. I had 2 degrees and neither one of them has anything to do with computers. But the thing is, there's no but. However, I've learned every single day to get better and better and better because of the classes, right? And in the beginning, I would even stand in my own way to learn because I was so scared to even like learn some of this technology because it keeps on getting improved as well. So all I gotta say is do not be afraid. Just go after it and own it. And learn it. And utilize the calendar as much as possible. Okay.
They are on the calendar.
They are.
Yeah, the next one's on Wednesday, November 1st.
So November 1st, which is a while from now. So there's got to be another one sooner, probably like either like a Monday, or you might be traveling though.
Yeah, I think he's traveling because he's skipping 2 weeks. So he did one on the 4th, and then there's none for the 3 weeks, and then the 1st.
Okay. So November 1st is the next one. And typically it is like every other week, either a Monday or a Wednesday, but right now he might be traveling. So yeah, so definitely utilize that and utilize making an appointment with Vince. Vince is sometimes just like, I don't have any appointments today. So, I mean, why not, right? So yeah, love it. I love the little phone. That was awesome. Okay. So, all right. How else can we get listings? So we said sphere, we said,
It's the public that's been working. I think it's been helping me.
do you wear your name? Oh, you can't.
No, I literally just talk. Just
Yeah.
my personality. I think I've
Yeah.
noticed that people just
Yeah.
connected.
I love it.
Yeah, like, it's just like a farmer's market too. For instance, I added like 2 people to my contacts and they're looking to lease. So it's like just random people.
So what he does, he communicates. Imagine that. He works and he builds relationships. Imagine that, and it's working for you.
Yes.
You know, so if you put a goal out there, like if you're in bold, right? You want to add 20 contacts a day or five contacts, but you have to make 20 contacts a day. So if if you put a goal out there and you have to obtain it, that's the best way to do it. That's one of the,
Right.
that's one of your pillars. So that's awesome. Congratulations for that.
You know,
Yeah. So another gal of ours, Geneva, used to always, she wears her name tag everywhere she goes. And if you notice, John always wears his shirt with Keller Williams on it. Look at you have your logo on it. So people will ask you questions. You guys have your name tag on. People will ask you questions about your profession. Questions? Comments? Okay. So that was quite a few, right? We hit command, we hit social media, we hit sphere, we hit quite a few. Anybody want to add? 'Cause those were easy. How else can we get listings? Farming. You could call your title rep. These two beautiful people right here who like to hang out with us, and they're so, I love them. And what happens when they call you? What can you do for us?
I like to tell people, if you can imagine it, we can do it. The possibilities really are endless. But right now, people usually focus on turnover rate, and turnover rate is pretty dismal in this market. But what we do know is that the people who are selling are going through those life events.
Yeah.
The divorce, the diamonds, the deaths, distressed properties, and we can farm for that. We can qualify an area based off of how many reportable life events are happening in there. So you don't necessarily need to purchase them. You can, but you can also qualify an area, farm to everyone in there, know that these life events are happening in there and the opportunity is in there, and curate your messaging to be a little bit more specific to what they're going through. So it's been highly successful.
So the agents that are in here, if you're not utilizing that's insane, because if she could give you the name and number of these people who are actually going through this, who could possibly be listing, why wouldn't you, right? Okay, so let me ask you this. Can't you tell us a certain area, community that like sells every 7 years, like versus this area right here, they have, they never sell. There's like probably 1 or 2 in the last 10 years. And over here, there's like 7, and you can do that.
We can look up all of the data statistics about any given area. Yeah.
Michelle,
And that's the most important part of qualifying an area too. It's not just the last 12 months.
Mhm.
Let's look at least the last 5 years to really understand how this area historically moves.
See, that's smart. That's very, very smart. And please say who you are and what company you're with.
Kaylee Cornell with Fidelity Title. I'm the rep, and Teresa Gibson here is one of the amazing escrow officers that we work with.
Awesome. Can you please, I'm reading your mind, Barb, I can feel it. Actually, put it in the chat so they have it. Because Barb is one of our coaches, and maybe you can speak to the group.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Is that what you're thinking?
yes.
Yes. That's pretty good. And we're
Lots of
we're not even blood. Right? And then also we have our inspections gentleman here. He could probably help you too, and maybe do a class or 2. Jump in. Okay. Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me now?
Yeah, just add that name too. I don't know who that is. Or what would be really nice for the people in Zoom land, maybe if those people got up in front so we could see who they are. It's always nice to connect name and face.
Awesome.
Lands.
Okay. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. You're one of our affiliates.
It's still on you.
Oh, okay. Let's do this.
Come on,
Are you moving it? Okay, awesome.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm an escrow officer at Fidelity Title, and this is
Kaylee, and I will be your go-to guru for helping grow business.
There you go. I love it. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, your turn. Yes.
Hello. I'm Victor Morrison, Plus Property Inspections, just here for all your needs. So give me a call. I'll be in Sac Metro probably later on today or tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then we have our very own transaction coordinator.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Alvarez. I'm the transaction coordinator here. I'm gonna be working with Barbara hopefully on a class, for our new agents and maybe some of our old agents. The contract changes all the time, so we're gonna go over the contract.
I love it.
There's probably these things that, we can fix, so.
I love it.
Anyways.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And I want to share something. So Victor was the host, or he hosted the food, I think, a few weeks ago, and I did turn an agent on to him, and she had her property inspection, and she was very pleased. So thank you.
That's awesome. That's very, very good. And hello, our loan officers. Come on in. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Kristen Hewitt with Arbor Financial. We're your in-house lender. We've got an office here, so if you have any questions regarding financing, please hook us up, give us a call.
And you can help with getting listings and buyers.
Yeah, we can help with farming too. Yeah, we're with Fidelity on farm lists too, and we can help you with that.
That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Great idea, Barb. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, you guys. So we got through listings, but I really, when you're sitting with me or with Barb or any of the coaches or any of the leadership, I really want you to start digging deep. This was easy stuff. This was easy. We just rattled it off. So there's other things that we could be doing, you know. So I really want you to be thinking about the unique, being different, right? Okay, buyers. How are you getting buyers? I don't know, open houses, right? So again, November 16th, we have a top mega agent speaking at the mega agent panel in Orangeville. So make sure you're there. And his name is Brian Samara. I think it's yes. I think it's with EXP. So it's not just KW. We're getting agents from other offices. I want you guys to know that. And everybody's invited. Okay. So open houses. There is definitely a trick to have an open house. It's definitely the red carpet treatment. Definitely customer comes first on this, right? And if you read the red book, the MREA book, I don't know what page right now on the top of my head, but it goes over the open house, right? And also in Ignite, it goes over the open house. Are you going to pull it right now? Oh, and
For jam.
it's there's the one pagers. Okay, that's all you do is ask me and I can text it to you. But yes, and it's in our private Facebook group because I put it in there when I was in Macon. So that'll help you with your open houses. All right. How else can you get buyers? Referrals. Tons of referrals. Please.
Well, I had access to a farming system that I could pull renters in a specific area.
Da-da-da.
If you want to market, you know, Fair Oaks and maybe some specific areas, we can pull renters and pull information and data on them that you can market to. Put them in your CRM, call them, email them.
That's awesome.
And what lender does that?
What lender?
That'd be Arbor Financial.
Okay. I love it. I love it. How else can we get open houses? I mean, not open houses, buyers. Social media again, you guys. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. It works. Yes. And there's one pagers on social media. So let me know. I can send them to you.
And utilizing those, going back to the back, like was, it's how you utilize it. It's not just posting and ghosting it. It's posting.
Well, the 5, 5, and 5, and 5, right? So right before you post, you want to make sure you like and you comment on 5 other people's posts. And then you post, and if somebody comments, you comment back and you like their comments. So there's a rhythm to this whole system and it works.
Right.
I got over 13,000 views on a reel that I did maybe like 2 months ago. That was insane, you know, and I was just learning how to do it then. So,
but utilizing the groups as well. Because there's groups for investors, there's
you mean
groups,
tags?
no, the groups, the
What
Facebook groups, like Keller Williams has a Facebook group, right?
Yes.
There's groups, I mean, the real estate group for Sacramento County alone has almost 100,000 people in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Comment. Put yourself out there, who you are. And when you do, put your signature on there, right? So I have an agent who actually is building a group. It's a community, right? And she's like, well, how are they gonna know? Because every time you post, you're gonna put Michele Zaragoza, Keller Williams, and your license number. That's why. Or whenever you comment, Michele Zaragoza, you know, it's you're going to have to tell your own story. And that's what it is. You're telling your story and telling who you are. You're gonna see next year us as an office is going to be telling our story more. It's called the language of real estate. It's when we are up in listings compared to the MLS, or we're up in transaction count, or up in volume, because it's all about telling your story. If you don't tell your story, somebody else did. Bottom line.
Right.
Okay, how else can you get buyers? Capturing leads through commands. Vince, go see Vince. I'm telling you, he's amazing.
I've actually witnessed this as an affiliate. I had somebody, an agent, one of my agents go through and show me an ad that they ran. And let me tell you, when they pulled up the ad, they probably had about 26 leads that they didn't even know about. So they paid for the ad and didn't even go back to work the leads that they got.
That is insane.
So, I mean, it really does work if you're doing it the right way. And Vince's techniques are amazing.
Right. The thing is, what's really crazy is that it alerts them.
Right. Yeah. So then it's working your business.
Right. Yes. How else can we get buyers? I firmly think that no matter who you know, you may say, oh, they'll never buy or sell from me, but they know 5 other people who might.
I run my nonprofit organization. So I'm part of the LGBT Center in downtown Sacramento, and I've been there for about a year now. And I received the housing coordinator there. She has like all my information. And within like my first 2 months in real estate, I already have like 5 emails from people interested. Maybe members who work there, but they know like their family and their friends.
Right.
And because of just like my attitude and everything that I contribute to them and how I've been, you just remember that. People remember like, oh, he's so bubbly, he's so outspoken, and so I'm just getting people from them.
And I'm sorry, wasn't one of those a $1.4 million lead?
Yes, it was. One of mine is an interest moving from Chico, selling his house to ranch, and he wants to move to the South 40s neighborhood, and he's an all cash buyer.
Right.
So hopefully in January, he's an all cash buyer, and I'm waiting for that one, following up.
That is beautiful. So you're cultivating it, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Moneyball. Sometimes when you get those leads, you're playing Moneyball. And if you go on my YouTube channel, Diego Herrera, one of the top agents over the Tracy office, I actually interviewed him because he does that. He gets a ton of leads and he plays Moneyball with it, and it works. He's one of the top agents. Okay, and he was here speaking a couple months ago. Okay. All right. How else can we get buyers? That was easy. How else, Barb? How else?
They can door knock, but door knocking has to be consistent. So you don't just go out once and think it's going to happen. You have to go out every month. So right now, this month, October, you could go out and do a little Halloween treat, maybe on their, leave a little Halloween treat on their door, bag a mini candy, something with your business card. Next month, go out and do something with Thanksgiving, or add some, like Michele said, some CMAs on the area, what the market looks like in that particular neighborhood. So yeah, door knocking is good.
Also, on top of that, Bold, or if you go to any regional meeting, you hand out candy or something with your name on it. You hand out, I don't know, like some of those little probiotic protein things that go in water with your name on it, with a card. I don't know, something different, something that's going to make you go up. Because especially if you are from a different area and you're visiting or going to a class in another area, and if you start building relationships with those agents in that office, or those agents in other areas, you're going to get leads. You're going to get leads. Janet McMahon will go to Mega Camp every single year because she gets a lead, and it pays for everything.
I went to a Tom Ferry event. I came back with like a giant bag of just goodie bags for people.
Yeah.
The one I remember, someone gave hot sauce from like, I think they were from Texas.
Yeah.
And then so like that was something that I remembered, and I still have that.
And you still have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have one of those scraper things in my drawer that I probably got from family reunion or Mega Camp with an agent from a different area.
Well, yesterday at our meeting, our regional meeting, we all had a little bag of gummies.
Yeah,
That
from
were
Hawaii.
like at our place, and it's like, what is this? It's just a little
Yeah.
plastic bag with gummies, but on the back it had, it was from an agent in Hawaii. And they were just a little something so that you remember them when you think of, if you have a referral for Hawaii, that would be the person you would call.
Never forget them. Those tasted amazing.
Yeah, so when I went to mega camp, we went to a community event, right? It was the Mexican Hispanic event. No, it wasn't NAR, it was KW. And I got it was a magnet that had all of our events on it. It was really cool, but it was branded by her. But it had the dates for a family reunion coming up and other things. I'm like, well, that was really nice. That was good. It was smart. And you know, you'll see the 49ers stuff right now, or the Giants, you know, because San Francisco. But I'm
You're
saying
in Sacramento, so it's the Kings.
okay. That's the day.
Yeah. Right now, so basketball season's starting up. So yeah, people make magnets of like the season. Or the new year is going to be starting up, so you can make magnets and hand them out, because people, you'll find people don't remove those magnets from the refrigerator.
We do not. We have them on the side. I have a plumber who retired. I didn't even know he retired.
And those are actually pretty inexpensive. For if you're going to spend money, I don't recommend, especially new agents, you know, you're going to get a lot of calls, 800 calls. I do not recommend you start buying things that people try to sell you, because it's a lot of money and the return isn't that great. But honestly, when I started my business, I did do the football magnets or the calendar magnets, and people talked about those for years. Oh, I still have your name on my refrigerator. So, hey, you never know when they need an agent, they're going to reach out to you, and your information is right there.
We're also in the season for client events. I mean, October is the time for like the movies, the scary movies. You can now rent out those movie theaters super cheap and invite your spheres.
Anywhere you can.
Yeah, and they're not expensive, you know, so that's like a good family fun thing. For like me, I don't like to take my kids trick-or-treating and stuff, but I like to stay home and watch movies. I would remember an agent, and you just get your affiliates to help pitch in on what you need to do, sponsorships, and get it done.
I think that's so awesome. Yeah. Okay. Priority 3. Who do I need to be? Where do I need to go? What do I need to read? What is that, right? So that's priority 3. It's like it's being systematic for yourself. It's being purposeful for yourself, right? What do I need to know in order to fill the gap in my business? You know, here I have these goals and I may not be reaching them, but where's the gap? And we all typically know it's because you're standing in your own way of success. I'm just saying that one more time. So yes, so bold is 1. Read the MREA. Script class, know your scripts. Go to your classes that you see. I would go to the broker classes, you guys. That is on our calendar. I cannot believe people aren't showing up to that. That is your license. It's your license. You should be knowing what's changing up. Go to the contract classes. Go to the command classes. Again, read the MREA. Read the one thing. Attend events. Attend like the free bowl that's coming up. Attend the business clinic that is coming up. John's doing a couple of business clinics. One's over in Sacramento. We're going to get a calendar. A date for Fair Oaks. We're going to be doing it in our Patterson office soon once we sign that lease. John, if you're watching, sign the lease next week. So yes, so you'll see a lot of different classes, and right now is the time to show up and start planning, just like we're planning right now with the GPS and the 135. You also want to take a look at your websites, right? Make sure your websites are on point. You want to make sure your apps are on point too. Make sure everything's aligned to us. And the way you do that is obviously Google yourself and check it out, and make sure you meet with Vince on that. And then we also did a class on ranking on Google. So maybe revisit that on YouTube, but that's very, very important to make sure you're ranking on Google, right? What else do you think you need to read? Where do you think you need to go? Who do you need to interview? I would highly recommend you interviewing top agents. Okay, you guys in here that went to both the first date, I'm looking at you. Go interview Connie. Go interview Connie. Connie's the #1 agent in Elk Grove, not just KW, Elk Grove. And she's amazing. This is her 3rd bowl just this year. She's going to be on the panel as well, talking about database, and she's grown a team. She's amazing. What else and who else? Who do you need to become? Who do you need to implement? When you want to inspire to be somebody, you want to surround yourself with 5 people. Who are those 5? Who do you need to interview? Who do you need to ask 3 questions? When you ask them, you're going to say, how do I get time in front of you? What do I need to do for you to get time in front of you? Because they're not going to just give up their time. I'll tell you that right now, because they're busy. Jake DeRosa, go interview Jake. Holy Toledo. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's here in the office. Who else? What else? What do you need to read? What are you reading right now, Barb? Anything? I know she just got done putting a wedding together, so probably just downtime.
So I did just purchase Atomic Habits on my Audible, because when I drive, I like to listen. I'm better at listening, but I do have this sitting in front of me right now too, so I can go back and review it. So I did actually buy a book today, so
good. I like podcasts because I drive a lot. I like John Maxwell podcasts. I like no, I can't remember who they are, but if you want to know who I'm listening to, text me and I'll get it out to you. But I always text a lot of people when I listen to a good one. I'm texting it away because it's like everyone's got to listen to it. It's so good. But yes, okay. So did this help you? Does this give you direction?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
What resonated with you the most?
you have to be involved in your business. You can't think it's going to happen. And you have to jump in and take the steps to make it happen, because none of us can help you to do that. I have to take the steps to make it happen. We all do. Michelle does, and we all do. So, and there's no magic pill.
We can't want it more than you either. We can't. Your affiliates, your team leader, your John, we cannot want it more than you. You've got to want it. You studied so hard for this license. There must have been a huge why standing there in front of you. And when it's a big why, the how's going to show up. So if your why is not big enough, come and talk to me. We'll dig deep and talk about it, right? And so just make sure you know what your why is. Why do you get up every single day to do this crazy business? You know, it's not about money. It's usually something bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, money is just a tool to get you what you want in many cases. So yeah, you have to dig deeper.
You have to. I have 2 kids I'm putting through at the master's program. That's my big one. I'm moving my mom out of my house. She brought up same thing. Yeah. So that, that's my big why. I just want to make sure this was good for you guys, and this was a good tool to use. You should be using this one, and you should be using the 411 to really, really dial in your goals. Awesome. Any questions before we sign off? Who's going to utilize this? That's everything that they wrote down. Good. Oh, look at you. Good. I love that. I love that.
Where can we get a copy of the 411?
It should be in the Facebook group. Amanda posted it. I thought it's hooked up to. I thought I sent you the 411, honey.
You know what? You might have. I'll look at my emails.
Okay, if not, I'll send it again, because on the link I sent you, it has the 411, the 135, and also like a vision board and a planning, like a business plan. Of course,
thank you.
I hope you feel better. Yeah. All right. If anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to text me, call me, or email me. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's good seeing you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah. Anybody have any questions? Thank you so
I
much.
want to learn so much where I then become the 2-on-1.